I haven't been on YouTube in over 2 years, maybe even 3 years at this point. I keep saying this all the time, but I really do want to vlog. I've been trying this short form content on TikTok for a while now, but TikTok is a hit or miss. It could be very discouraging sometimes. I'm actually making breakfast. It's about to be 1 p.m. My background is a little messy because I have been doing 75 hard. Today would have been day 21, but I needed to take a break yesterday, and technically once you miss one day of 75 hard, you have to start all over again. For my mental, I just can't do that to myself. So I'm just gonna disregard the 75 hard and just keep doing and building on everything that I have built up until day 20. Based on my background, if you've seen my previous videos, I moved back in March of last year. Looking back at one of my vlogs, I had said that I was gonna stay at that place until I graduated, which clearly it didn't happen that way. I now have a balcony, which is something that I've always wanted since being at that last place. I am still in that same mood of I don't really want to decorate because I feel like I am going to move out of here anyways. I don't know, we'll see what happens from now till then. I still have a lot of time to go, and I still have to finish my last semester of my bachelor degree, which is so insane, but also kind of like about time. For my next and final semester, I am taking 5 classes. So I don't know what that's gonna be like, but for the fact that I was able to do school full-time while working full-time in a leadership role, I think I can manage now, especially because now I'm moving into a individual contributor role in the same company that I've been working for the last 5 years. So I think that it will be a lot easier for me to actually manage and, you know, finish school, finish off strong. I've been able to keep my GPA on the higher end, which is something that I've been very, very focused on. So it's Juneteenth weekend. I wanted to go to Dallas for the weekend, but I couldn't do that because my tires were stolen off of my car. So I have a car again. Oh my God, so many things have changed since I last vlogged or since I last uploaded a video on here. So I got a car again. I got a car back in December of 2025. Back in May, actually almost a month ago, my tires were stolen off of my vehicle, which is also part of the reason as to why I want to move. And I know that that can happen anywhere, but if I don't feel safe in the place that I'm laying my head to rest, is like, what am I even doing here? So I thought about breaking my lease. Financially just doesn't make sense. It's just way too much money that I will be giving them. So I might as well just finish off my lease, graduate from school, and see what life continues to be like. That's currently where I am. I will be turning 29 this year, which is still so crazy to even think about, because I'm like, where has time gone? I still feel like I'm the same. I mean, I've grown for sure, but in a way I still feel like I'm that little girl still trying to figure out like, what's my next move, like what's my next purpose in this chapter. And I think that right now it's something that I've been saying for a very long time, but just building discipline is my number one thing. Like, without discipline, I am not going to be able to achieve anything. I have to do exposure therapy, which comes into the whole vlogging thing, you know, just being comfortable, being uncomfortable, because that is the only way that I'm going to reach new heights. This YouTube channel specifically, I've had it since 2012 and we're now in 2026. So my channel is 14 years old and it has been pretty much stagnant. Like, that is the best way to describe what's happening with my channel, what has been happening. And that's more due to, of course, my lack of consistency. Working on building my discipline, I'll be able to reach my goals, because once you have that discipline and you keep that consistency going, then you can just continue building from there. And so I just need that foundation. I've said it before, I keep saying it, and I just need to stop saying it and actually do something about it. So yeah, I think that pretty much sums up everything that has been happening as of lately. I have been a lot stricter with how I spend my time and how I share my time with other people as well. There's been many people that I've, cut ties with. People are seasons, and it's something that I've been learning since I was like 23. Now being 28, almost 29, I'm kind of like, all right, we need to like be serious about this. Like, I don't want to have just a huge group of friends, which I've never been the type to have that either, but I want quality friends. I want people that I can actually count on, like a village, grow a village, a community. That's essentially what I'm seeking. And if for the moment I'm meant to be in a chapter of just solitude, of just being with myself, being comfortable with putting myself out there in different scenarios by myself, then that's essentially what I have to do. I don't want to force or just empty my cup filling someone else's, and then mine is just not being filled in return. You can't expect you out of everyone, right? Or out of anybody yet, for that matter. So I think I'm just being more cautious with who I give my time to, who I try to go above and beyond for. And this goes for both friends and family, right? Because I feel like I'm a very giving person. I always want to be there and celebrate everyone's accomplishments and things. And yet that's not really something that I get in return. So I just want people that would go the extra mile for me. And that's okay to not have that right now. And it's something that I've come to terms with, and it's okay. Obviously it hurts in a way, but it's just the reality of life. For my fitness goals, what I've been working on is, number one, building my upper body strength, because that is like basically non-existent, especially with my left arm. Like, my left arm is shot out. I don't have any strength in that arm, which is so crazy, but also very obvious because, hello, I'm a righty. Like, my dominant hand is my right hand, and so it only makes sense. But still want to work on building my upper body strength. I want to strengthen my heart health, so I've been doing a lot of walking, and yesterday was my first time not walking at least 9 to 10,000 steps a day. Last time that I ran for the first time, I did 1.5 miles straight without stopping, and I had a 12-minute average pace, which for my first time, I think that's great. Based on my research, if I wanted to do a 5K, which is about 3.5 or 3.2 miles, something like that, I would need an average pace of about 30 minutes. Like, to complete the entire thing, it would have to be 30 minutes total. So that's essentially what I'm trying to build myself up on. So I'm going to keep following the same route that I ran that first time. I did go get a massage yesterday because I just needed one very, very bad. For someone that wasn't doing any sort of physical activity at all, to then starting 75 hard and working out for almost 3 full weeks straight with no breaks in between, while doing active resting like yoga and stuff. It was a lot on my legs. If it's one thing I'm always going to do, is listen to my body. Like, what is it that my body needs from me to operate in its fullest potential? And I also don't want to make this something that's just very like short term. If anything, I want to build on it, keeping that consistency, right? And listening to my body and knowing, like, girl, you haven't worked out in whoever knows how long. You haven't ran ever. You don't walk every single day 10,000 steps. Like, there's a lot that was going into it. And I was like, okay, I feel exhausted. Like, I just had to give my body a break, my legs a break. I went ahead and I got the massage. My feet feel so much lighter. I feel a lot better. But yeah, that's essentially where I currently am with life. things that are currently happening. I will be going on vacation next month, so my goal is to also vlog that entire experience again, just to have for my memories. Like, I want my YouTube channel to be my personal diary, which is how I've been treating it since forever ago. A diary that I can share with whoever's watching, right? Whoever comes across my channel and likes my videos and likes what I have to say, you know, relatability, really. So this is the reality of it right now. This is currently where I am in life. This is what I've been thinking about. And right now my focus is just building my physical health, because I've been way too comfortable, and I've seen the changes in my body, which is another thing that I noticed watching my vlog yesterday. I'm like, girl, you was skinny, very skinny. And it's crazy how when we're skinny, or at least for me, right, being skinny, I was like, oh my God, I want to be thicker. Just obviously everything that I was not. And then now I'm kind of like, all right, I like what I have, but I let it get way too out of control. Like, there was just a lot of cooking being done, which I found that I love cooking and trying new recipes. So that's another thing that I have learned about myself in the past 2.5 years. But I need to have portion control. So just a lot of things that I'm learning about myself as I'm going along, and paying close attention to the things that I am living through and experiencing and learning as I go.